Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about the Daniel Perry Garrett Foster self-defense shooting that happened back in 2020. Why are we talking about this? Because Daniel Perry, in the past 2 years now, because piece of shit fucking Soros paid DA and anchor baby to this country, Jose Garza, who became a DA in 2020 election cycle after Soros bought and paid his campaign, has now been railroading Sergeant Daniel Perry for about the last year and a half of his life because of this whole thing. So here's my biggest problem with the whole thing entirely. For those that don't know what happened here, basically, I believe this happened. It was either right before or right after the Rittenhouse self-defense in Kenosha. I think it was right after that. It was that same time frame, maybe like the same weekend, even possibly, or like the weekend after that or something. I'm not even exactly sure. But basically, it wasn't like it was either direct forefront or the direct aftermath of the Rittenhouse self-defense encounter. So basically, you had Daniel Perry, who at the time was a military sergeant. And I'm not mistaken, he actually got fucking kicked out of the military over this whole thing is what it was. Because, of course, you defend yourself, BLM terrorist, Antifa terrorist, but yet fucking you're the one, getting fucked over in this whole situation because of the fact that, again, the guy defended himself from an actual terrorist in this country, being Garrett Foster. There's people that supposedly have claimed that Garrett Foster was some kind of libertarian type, some kind of fucking like open carry Texas person or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think it is, honestly, dude. I don't believe it is, and I don't believe it is for one simple fact, and that is that there is video evidence right before everything. Just so we're clear, we're going to play this video. This is fair use. This is for educational purposes. One thing I will say about it, though, because there's obviously the original footage and stuff like that, and then the video I'm going to play right now that had a little bit of editation put in it for whoever made it. Basically did a couple of little things to read and stuff like that. The problem is they didn't actually do their due diligence there for what really happened that night. So I'm gonna go ahead and preface this whole thing. Garrett Foster never fired a shot that night. What he did was he walked up to Daniel Perry's vehicle, or I shouldn't say walked up, he ran up to Daniel Perry's vehicle along with about 50 or 60 other BLM/Antifa terrorists that night in Austin, Texas, when Perry turned the fucking corner because he was working for Uber. I think it was Uber Eats or something like that. He was turning the fucking corner to go make delivery for his job, because he was not on base that night. He was doing his other job, which was, Uber driving/Uber Eats stuff is what it was. And they fucking swarmed his car. Garrett Foster with an AK-47 in his hand, which I believe was an AKV or something like that. It was like the pistol version that shoots 9mm and stuff like that. I don't believe it was an actual AK-47, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he walked up to the car, starts pointing the fucking butt of the gun at the vehicle, knocking the fucking window, and that's when you hear like the gunshots ring out because Daniel Perry pulls a .44 Magnum revolver and is like boom, 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 boom 5 times. Then after that, one of the people on Foster's side, some other BLM/Antifa person, pulls out another gun and ding, 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 and that's when you hear the actual thing there. So that's the preface of the video we're going to talk about here in a second. Now, this is the actual video. This is the direct timeline before Foster was shot. The last interview he ever did with some dude, and then it was the actual, encounter in the background where you hear the gunshots ringing out. That's what it is. So, anyway.
Why'd you got it out tonight? They don't let us march in the streets anymore, so got to practice some of our rights. Man, do you feel like you'll use it? Nah, I think
I'm going to go back on that for a minute, actually. Now, I didn't even realize that because it's anti-police rhetoric. If you noticed, though, and that's probably where people talk about libertarianism and stuff like that with this guy, because let's see if I can grab the exact screenshot here. Right. Shit. Yeah, like partially shows. There's a picture of Libertarian candidate Joe Jorgensen from 2020, which, by the way, I'd like to point something out. She actually backed BLM during the riots, dude. So fuck her is what it is. Yeah, it would be. Okay, no, it would be before that then. Let me jump back a second here now. I'm trying to see the exact fucking. Right there. Okay. Yeah, the top post right here in the corner. That is Joe Jorgensen, the woman who was running for Libertarian nominee for 2020. And then, of course, you got various firearms of various things and a bunch of anti-cop shit is what it is. Which, here's my thing about that is, dude, I have no love lost for the police myself. However, you should judge police on an individual basis. It should not be the whole all cops are bastards, fucking BLM Antifa fucking bullshit, dude. Fuck that. It's individual stuff, and it should be judged accordingly is what it is. You know, if some cop's going to be an asshole, it doesn't mean every single cop's going to be a fucking asshole. You know, yeah, if you live in certain fucking sections of some major city, like, you might encounter the same dickhead cops over and over again if you're doing stuff. But again, it's not going to be one of those situations where it's like every single cop across the country is going to be that same kind of fucking asshole, dude. It's just, it's not the case is what it is, man. So, yeah, that is an issue I do have with some people that'll sit there and sort of broad brush policing in this country, it seems like, and it's unfortunate because, again, those tend to be the people that will end up, you know, doing stupid shit is what it is, dude, and get themselves killed is what it ends up being most of the time. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting that he was, you know, had apparently was supporter of Joe Jorgensen and stuff like that, which that's the one thing I've noticed even here in Ohio, though. So there was a group when everything kicked off back in 2019 after the incident that happened between the psychotic nut job that did the Dayton massacre and the Ohio General Assembly trying to push a bunch of anti-gun legislation. So there was a group that was created that was called Ohio Stands United. And I forget what the guy's name was that originally created it, but basically he was trying to claim like, oh yeah, we're all here to, you know, be like live and let live and fucking, we're just basically here to protect everybody's rights kind of thing. And, you know, do two-way sanctuary stuff and everything else like that, which, by the way, I'd like to point something out. Ohio Stands United never did a fucking thing for the two-way sanctuary movement in the state, dude. They didn't do a goddamn thing, man. Not one fucking iota did they help pass any two-way sanctuary legislation in any county at all. But then it was about 6 to 8 months later, you had the beginning of the 2020 legislative season. All of a sudden, you have that group change from when it was about 40 to 50,000 people in it. All of a sudden, it changed from, oh, we're helping out with two-way sanctuary to, we're here to suck Joe Jorgensen's lady dick. And we're all libertarian and shit. No, you're a bunch of fucking lying-ass fucking cunts, dude. I'm calling your bitch asses out for that one, because fuck all y'all, man. You did nothing. You did nothing to help us. The people that did help us, though, Ohio Patriot Network and Stark Stands United, who were actually the people that gave a shit, dude. And by the way, I'd like to point something else out, dude. Originally, Stark Stands United was going to be an offshoot of Ohio Stands United, but then when we found out what Ohio Stands United actually was, we fucking called them out immediately, and we distanced ourselves from their asses as, hey, you're a bunch of fucking fake pieces of shit over here. Go fuck yourselves. So, yeah. I'm not the least bit surprised, though, about the potential anti-cop rhetoric stuff there. Again, when you're doing BLM/Antifa terrorist shit, dude. And the thing is right now, right? Like, okay, you see a crazy-eyed motherfucker like this with a fucking mask on his face coming up to you wielding a firearm. What's going to be your first fucking instinct, dude? Oh, shit, is this dude robbing me? Oh, shit, is this dude trying to kill me? Yeah, that would be my fucking first instinct, because the guy looks like a goddamn psychotic nutcase, dude, for real. But anyway, continuing on, though. So basically what Foster was saying was he was out there because, they don't let us protest in the streets anymore with fucking, so I gotta have my rifle with me.
They don't let us march in the streets anymore, so I gotta practice some of our rights. Man, you feel like you'll need to use it? Nah, I think
so the guy asked him, do you feel safe out here? To which he responded,
if I use it against the cops, I'm dead. And
so if he uses the gun against the cops, he's dead.
I think all the people that hate us and, want to say shit to us too big of pussies to stop and actually do anything about it.
So basically, he essentially just said, I'm armed because anybody that would be against me, once they see that I'm armed, isn't going to say shit or do anything because there's too big of a bunch of pussies to do anything then. Famous last words, dude. And this is what happens when you fuck around and find out, asshole. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this fucking clown, man, if he had not been out there that night, if he had not been armed that night, if none of the fucking BLM terrorism of 2020, the Antifa terrorism of 2020, would have ever been allowed to go on in any of these leftist shithole cities like this, dude, this dumb motherfucker right here would still be the primary caregiver of his black wife, who, by the way, lost, I think it was an arm or a leg or both legs or something to some shit. And I understand why he was out there, because he's basically like, oh yeah, my chick is black is what it is, dude. Like, this is why, da-da-da-da, and everything like that. But again, there is a time and a place for everything, dude. And it's not fucking, let's be out there at 10:30, 11, midnight, whatever the hell it is, time period there, fucking armed, trying to run up on a man's vehicle who simply turned a fucking corner where your dumbasses are fucking obstructing traffic, which, by the way, is at least a misdemeanor nationwide, dude. So they're already committing fucking crimes out there in the streets and shit by blocking traffic, by blocking thoroughfares, and yet he's all like, oh, but I'm totally on the right here. No, you're a fucking idiot, dude. You were a fucking idiot, and now you're dead, and now this fucking douchebag's family is now suing Daniel Perry because his dumbass, because fucking Garrett Foster's dumbass fucked around and found out, dude.
Why'd you start carrying? Well, our roommate got arrested and they stopped letting us march anywhere, so...
Yeah, why'd you start carrying? Because my roommate got arrested and they stopped letting us march anywhere. And why was he arrested? That's the real that's an interesting... I would love to know that question, honestly, dude, because I never have found out that one, honestly. I've never found that part of that out, dude. Was he arrested because, I don't know, maybe he's doing some criminal shit? And because he was blocking traffic like the rest of you jackasses were that night? This whole thing of them saying the AK shot first was a lie. So those 5 rounds you just heard go off was actually a 44 Magnum revolver. That was not an AK-47. That was 100% Daniel Perry's revolver that went off. Then, at this point, Garrett Foster is in the street, probably dead or dying. Then you hear this. So the 3 shots were from somebody on the BLM/Antifa side on that one. I still have no clue which one it was, who it was. I don't think whatever it was, what you call it, though. The thing was, when you hear the car speeding off, that's Daniel Perry's vehicle speeding off then, dude. And it's because Perry himself was like, oh, fuck, man. Like, I need to get the hell out of here before I'm killed. Because you have people shooting at him is what it is at the time, dude. And, yeah, it's like, it's just ridiculous, dude. Like, there was zero fucking reason for any of the shit to ever happen that night. And if it wasn't for dumb motherfuckers like Garrett Foster doing stupid bullshit that night, he would still be alive today. And that's the problem, dude. And the thing is, like, when I talk about self-defense encounters on this channel, or when I've talked about different things on this channel before, dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't do stupid things and you're not going to die, dude. Like, you don't sit there and run up on a vehicle with a fucking firearm in your hand and expect not to get shot in self-defense. Like, goddamn, bro. It's not rocket science, for fuck's sakes. It's just common sense, man. And that's the problem with our society in a nutshell, honestly. It's far too few people anymore actually have common sense is what it is, dude. And then they want to sit there and fuck around and be all like, oh, but I'm out here protesting because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, dude, again, there's a time and a place for everything. A time and a place to protest is in the middle of the fucking day, dude. Even if you're doing it armed. Even if you're doing it armed. It's in the middle of the day in broad daylight. Because people don't think you're up to nefarious shit, then is what it is. It's not, hey, let's go out at fucking, 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, or even later for that matter, when it's, fucking pitch black outside, and the only thing keeping us illuminated is the streetlights and shit. And then run up on people's vehicles and think it's going to be okay, bro. And the fucked up part of this whole thing is, Daniel Perry was never charged by the police initially, dude. Nor should he have been. Because in Texas, they have stand your ground. They have constitutional carry. I mean, at this point in time, they had not had constitutional carry because that was like about a year later after that happened then. But at the time, you had Daniel Perry have both castle doctrine and stand your ground on his side because of the fact that you can carry in your vehicle, and your vehicle is an extension of yourself in Texas and stuff like that. Same thing here in Ohio now. And the thing is, when you look at it from that perspective, dude, he was 100% in the right. Your car is being mobbed by a bunch of fucking nutcases for what? Because you turned a fucking corner? God damn, dude. Like, this is what's wrong with our country right now, dude. It's idiotic fucking nonsensical bullshit of idiots, of fucking children, of fucking little bitch-ass motherfucking beta males who want to sit there and act like they're fucking alpha males, dude. Which is exactly what Garrett Foster was. He was a fucking beta male little bitch. He wanted to sit there and fucking fuck off, basically. And he found out. He fucked around and he found out. And now because of this bullshit, you have Daniel Perry being railroaded by a fucking sack of shit leftist DA who shouldn't even be DA in that county or in this country because he's literally the fucking child of fucking illegal aliens. And the only reason that he's even in this nation at all is because he was the anchor baby for this fucking people, dude. That's what Jose Garza is, dude. And like I said, it wasn't until after it was like January 2021, somewhere in there, maybe February 2021, was when Daniel Perry first got charged. Because fucking sack of shit Jose Garza had taken office like right before that. After winning in 2020 in a leftist ass district is what it was, dude. For Austin, Texas area. The fact that Ken Paxton as AG never took this case up at this point higher and was like, no, we're overturning this shit. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, this guy defended himself. There's clear evidence of that. You can clearly see this. You can clearly see this kid was fucking around before that. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before that, whatever it was. I think it was like it was legit 5 or 10 minutes before that. And it's a bunch of crap, dude. There is a fund going on right now for Daniel Perry. It's at almost $100,000. I'm hoping it actually gets above that, honestly, dude. I'm not going to post a link to it. Just look up Daniel Perry. Just look up Daniel Perry self-defense or whatever, and I think it pops up with that is what it is. It's on like gogetfunding.com or something like that. Which is, I'm guessing, a GoFundMe alternative because GoFundMe is a fucking sack of shit is what it is, dude. But yeah, the entire point is, though, is that you have a man who did absolutely everything right, and you had other people who did absolutely everything wrong, and yet you have Perry being fucked over like this, dude. And for those wondering what I'm talking about before with the lawsuit thing, so this is for, we're actually just going to go do the little Google thing right now for a second here, do the screen share here for this. So yeah, this is from May 19th, 2022. Family of Austin protester, rioter, Garrett Foster, sues Daniel Perry. Daniel Perry, 35, was indicted in the death of Foster, 28. Austin police determined that the shooting was a justifiable homicide. It was also a stand your ground shooting, dude, which is exactly what it should have been. Like, seriously, if they were going to do anything with this man, it should have been an open and fucking shut case, because even the fucking cops said that night. He was like, he called him up. It was fucking Perry that called him up and was like, hey, I just shot somebody over here on whatever the fuck street this was. You know, I had to in self-defense because the guy was pointing a fucking rifle at me. And yeah, they deemed it as such at that point, dude. And that's why they didn't charge him initially. That's why they didn't arrest him at all. They were like, okay, here you go, bro. Go home now. And yet, it wasn't until fucking Garza got into office that all of a sudden, oh shit, now it's a big fucking deal and stuff like this. It's fucking bullshit, dude, is what it is. Just like this fucking, like, honestly, Daniel Perry and his family need to fucking countersue Garrett Foster's family at this point, dude. And then you had August 5th, 2021, judge denies motion to drop Daniel Perry case and Garrett Foster death for aggravated or for murder, aggravated assault, deadly, etc., etc. Then going back even further than that, you got November 30th, 2021, former Fort Hood soldier involved in 2020 shooting. And this is the actual legal fund for Daniel Perry. And then you had July 26th, 2022, Daniel Perry trial date not yet set. He's going to get fucking real. Like, this is the problem, dude. When you have this shit being in Austin, Texas and stuff like that, dude, He's gonna get rewarded by the left at this point, dude. Because there's no way that that's gonna not be a fucking like crazy leftist jury and stuff like that, dude. He's fucked. Like he needs to fight this shit on appeals all the way up to the Supreme Court. Honestly, I would say at this point, dude, or whatever the higher courts would be at that point. You know, circuit courts, etc. That he can fight up to is what it is, dude. Because they need to take this out of fucking that area, dude, and take it up further to the state of Texas. Is what it is for real, and then just drop it from there, dude. But yeah, there's what Daniel Perry looks like. All those pictures there. First through Daniel Perry, and then of course you got fucking Foster with his chick there in the other pictures. And like I said, you know, had Foster as the primary caregiver of his wife there, had he just done his job that night, and she, because I guarantee what it was, she was like, dude, we need to go out and do this like, because the thing is, she's wheelchair bound, by the way, dude. He had to fucking wheel her out there that day. There's video of that even, for that matter, dude, of him like wheeling her in the fucking wheelchair while he was armed and stuff that night. And it's like, no, dude, just tell her, no, honey, we're staying home tonight. We don't need to be out here doing this stupid shit is what it is. But that's the problem. He was a fucking, he wanted to act like a fucking big man and shit like that, and he got fucking found out is what it was, dude. For a little bitch is what it ended up being then. Is it sad that he was killed? Maybe. I mean, it's sad, obviously sad for his family, because again, he was the primary caregiver of his wife. You know? So now she has to have somebody else taking care of her for the rest of her life is what it is now. But again, if he had just been like, no, like, put your fucking foot down as a man, step up, take a fucking stand, bro, and be like, no, we're not going to do this, and especially I'm not going to go armed because that's fucking stupid is what it is. But this is the problem when you're not thinking, because you're so indoctrinated by that leftist cult mentality, dude, that you're like, oh, it's fucking whatever. And that's the thing, too, by the way. I want to point something out on a lot of things, dude, when it comes to the so-called libertarianism in our country right now. Dude, the entire Libertarian Party, since it was created in the 1970s, is nothing more than Democrat light. And that is the truth of the matter. They are legitimately a version of Democrats, dude. Period. They are literally the lightest fucking version of Democrats, dude. And the thing about it is, when you look at their party platforms versus the party platforms of the Democrat Party for the last 40, 50 years now, it all co-aligns with abortion and everything else like that, dude. And that is exactly why you had then that offshoot of Ron Paul libertarianism, where Ron Paul's like, no, we believe in human life. We believe in all this other stuff. And then, of course, now you have can't even think what I'm saying now. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. So, yeah, you have the Ron Paul libertarianism version where it is, you know, human life, liberty, all that stuff like that is what it is, dude. And that's how it should be. You know, that's how it should be. Because there's a big difference, dude. There's a big difference between actually giving a fuck about human life and people that just want to. Okay, I think we're back now. My internet just went to shit for a minute there. But anyway, as I was saying, in the case of people, yeah, go ahead and screen share again here so I can actually show the picture there of Garrett Foster. Yeah, in the case of people like Garrett Foster there, the, you know, bearded ginger dude, he just wanted to basically fuck around. He wanted to sit there and think that the rules didn't apply to him. Think that, oh, I'm going to go out here and fucking do a bunch of stupid shit tonight or whatever. And, oh, let's just fuck around, basically. And like I said, he easily found out that is what it was, dude. He found out that you don't fuck around, dude. Because sometimes you will piss off the wrong person, or sometimes you will find yourself in a self-defense encounter. And you're going to be on the wrong side of that self-defense encounter. And that's just the case, dude. That's what happened. He was on the wrong side of the self-defense encounter. You know? Seriously, you don't run up and fucking point a gun at someone, dude, and think, oh, it's perfectly acceptable. Oh, it's perfectly okay to do this shit. No, that's fucking retarded nonsense. And it proves that you're just an idiot. Like, that's all it proves. That you're just an idiot. That you fucked around. You found out. It's dumb, is what it is, dude. It's a dumbass way to think. And like I said, he fucked off. He fucked around with the wrong person, and he got fucking owned. You know? It's like I said, dude, it's sad that he lost his life in this situation. It is. But if he had not been there at all for that day, it wouldn't have been an issue. He would have never had to deal with that stuff, dude. If he had not chosen to be out there and run up to a vehicle armed, you know, knocking the fucking window with the literal fucking business end of the fucking barrel, loaded mag, most likely one in the chamber, he would still be alive today. And the fact that you have Daniel Perry, who has now had his entire fucking life ruined over this thing because he was just simply driving down a fucking road and taking a turn down a fucking road and was mobbed by a bunch of literal fucking terrorists in this country. It's bullshit, dude. It's absolute fucking bullshit. Absolutely fucking bullshit, dude. All because some fucking Soros little cunt DA wants to sit there and make a fucking name for himself, dude. And that's exactly what the fucking whole thing of it is, dude. It's Jose Garza, piece of shit fucking DA, wants to make a name for himself and ride it on Daniel Perry's back, dude. It's the exact same way that Amy Klobuchar, Democrat, made her fucking name. That bitch used to be a prosecutor in Minnesota, dude. She railroaded a 12-year-old black child for a crime he did not commit so that she could make a name for herself and is now a sitting U.S. senator, you know, decades later. It's bullshit, dude. And that is the exact problem with these fucking leftist pieces of shit, dude. It's the exact same fucking thing with that fucking cunt Tom Binger, who tried to railroad and politically persecute Kyle Rittenhouse. And this is the exact same fucking shit going on right now with Daniel Perry, dude. Jose Garza is politically persecuting Daniel Perry for a self-defense encounter against Garrett Foster, a BLM Antifa terrorist, dude. And again, there's a reason why I call Garrett Foster a terrorist, dude, because he fucking is. He fits the bill. When you are threatening and intimidating people in the pursuit of political aims, like Foster did when he was pointing his gun at Perry's window, yeah, it fits the definition of terrorism. The fact that the fucking mayor of Austin at the time didn't do their fucking job to see the shit shut down is another big issue, dude. And that's what I've been saying this whole time, honestly, dude. If they want to try people, that's cool. Fucking try the goddamn politicians at this point, dude. They're the ones that caused all this shit to happen, dude. Because they allowed it to fucking happen. Because they didn't declare these things as unlawful assemblies and shit, dude. They could have easily done that. They could have easily done that the entire time during all this shit and been like, no, this is an unlawful assembly. Get the fuck out of here. To anybody that was there, dude. They chose not to. And they chose not to for a reason. Because it did not fit their narrative to do otherwise. And that's the exact problem right now. Like I said, when it comes to Garrett Foster, is it sad that he's dead now? To some extent, yes. Did he choose his own fate that day? Yes, he did. He made the conscious decision to run up to Daniel Perry's vehicle armed and did not expect an armed response in the state of Texas. Like, fuck, man. And there's a reason why I discussed this whole thing too, by the way, today. For those that haven't heard, and we're going to go ahead and pull up another story here real quick. There was a volunteer for Marco Rubio, I believe is what it was, in the state of Florida, who was assaulted by a bunch of Antifa/BLM terrorists the other day, dude. Simply for canvassing, dude. Because that's what it's come to now, dude. And yeah, here we go. This is the top story on Breitbart right now. Yeah, because this is what it's come to in 2022, where you can literally assault people, dude. Where you can literally try to kill someone and get away with it, basically. Climate of violence. Marco Rubio volunteer viciously attacked. Assailants say Republicans not allowed in their neighborhood. That is fucking terrorism, dude. Every single one of these people that beat the shit out of this dude should be tried with terrorism right now. Should be tried with terrorism. Maybe tried with hate crimes even, for that matter, depending on, race and stuff. Because I assume that the guy that was attacked here, judging by the face there, was probably some kind of a Latino guy, Cuban maybe, Puerto Rican possibly, who the hell knows. But yeah, who's to say the assailants weren't a bunch of, black, white, something else, for that matter? And that's what I'm saying, dude. If nothing else, it's a political hate crime for sure, because as you're saying right there, dude, Republicans not allowed in this neighborhood. Like, what the hell kind of fucked up shit is that, dude? And this is what this is what's happening 2 weeks before the midterms, dude. 15 fucking days from now. Not even 15. It'll be 14 here in a little bit, actually. But yeah, literally 2 weeks before the midterms, this shit's going down, dude. It's fucking insane, man. It's absolutely psychotic what has happened to this country, dude. It's like everybody's taking fucking crazy pills all of a sudden, man. I don't know where we're heading right now, honestly. I really don't, dude. I really don't anymore. I have no idea where this crazy train is going to take us, dude. And I don't think it's going to be a good place where it does. And that's the truth at the end of the day, man. I don't believe we're heading towards a good place at all right now, dude. I think we're heading towards even worse times ahead right now. I just want this train to stop so I can get the fuck off it right now, honestly, dude, for real. Because that's how crazy shit's gone, dude. It's like, all right, this is my stop. I'm coming off early. Like, it's getting bad, dude. It's getting so bad anymore. And like I said, when you have shit like that happening, it's just absolutely disgusting, dude. We're going to go ahead and read this article, though, just to see what it actually says here for the whole thing. All right, so it said, let's see here now. Yeah, it says, a volunteer for Senator Marco Rubio was brutally attacked while canvassing for the campaign in Hialeah, Florida, leaving him with a broken jaw and internal bleeding. Said according to the senator, who is facing off against current Democrat Rep. Val Demings, in roughly 2 weeks, 4 individuals attacked the canvasser, allegedly telling him that Republicans were not allowed in their neighborhood. The man, who will also require facial reconstruction surgery, was wearing a shirt supporting Marco Rubio and hat supporting Governor Ron DeSantis. This is a political hate crime and should be treated as such, dude. This is literally fucking terrorism and must be treated as such, dude. Like, fuck that shit. Every single one of these motherfuckers needs to be charged with federal hate crimes and fucking federal terrorism charges, dude, at this point. Anyway, it's a quote, last night, one of our canvassers wearing my t-shirt and a DeSantis hat was brutally attacked by 4 animals who told him Republicans were not allowed in their neighborhood in Hialeah, Florida. He suffered internal bleeding and broken jaw and will need facial reconstruction surgery, Marco Rubio said, providing pictures of the man who can be seen with a bloody black eye and blood running down his face. It's fucking disgusting, dude. So the attack comes several weeks after piece of shit Biden identified MAGA Republicans as a major threat to our country. Yeah, I talked about a threat to democracy, except we're a constitutional republic, you old pedo fuck. And you would know that if you actually gave a shit about the Constitution, which you fuckers don't, because you have broken it every single fucking day of your worthless goddamn lives whenever you submit anti-gun legislation or anti-life legislation or any fucking insider trading shit, dude. You're a bunch of oath-breaking motherfuckers is what it is, dude. I'm not even going to read Biden's fucking retarded-ass quote there. Let's see. It said, notably, Representative Charlie Crist, who was challenging DeSantis in this year's gubernatorial race, praised Biden, telling his supporters that he was so damn proud of Biden for demonizing millions of Americans. And that is exactly why fucking Charlie Crist bitch ass should be tossed out of the fucking governor's race right now, dude, 2 weeks before the fucking thing happens. I'm just going to say it like it is right now, dude. Enough is enough of this shit. So other Democrats have also embraced the hostile rhetoric as well, including Ohio Democrat Senate candidate Tim Ryan, who should have been tossed out of office already at this point, who came under fire after encouraging Democrats to kill and confront the extremist MAGA movement. Yeah, enough is enough of this shit, dude. Like, I believe, truthfully, they're just stoking the fucking flames right now of civil war. Honestly, dude. Like, they want it to fucking spark at this point. And then they're going to sit here and try to blame the right for it when it happens, dude. Even though it's their fucking goddamn Democrat base that's doing this shit right now, dude. I fucking had it, dude. I really have. Like, enough is enough of this crap, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Anyway. That's pretty much where we're at for the day. Like I said, just wanted to come on here and talk about the whole Garrett Foster, Daniel Perry situation right now, how it's going, because, of course, you know, you got fucking Perry being wrongfully convicted over this bullshit is what it is. And it really is a bunch of bullshit, dude. You know? Because the thing is, any judge that this could have came in front of, dude, they could have been like, no, this is fucking bullshit. This is a bullshit case. Toss it the fuck out is what it is, dude. Which is what should have happened that day. You should have had them be like, no, this is bullshit. Get the fuck out of my courtroom with this crap. I'm not going to fucking, you know, prosecute this. I'm not going to, you know, be the judge in this case. I'm not going to prosecute this innocent man, basically. But no, instead they're like, nope, let's keep it fucking going. And that's the problem right now in a nutshell, dude. And that's exactly why I've said before, dude. This is why our country is heading towards civil war right now. It's why our country is heading towards balkanization right now, because we cannot get along. And it's because of the continued fucking stoking of the fucking flames like this shit, dude. Where you have people that are like, no, let's just do this shit or whatever the case be. And it's like, it's just pure fucking insanity is what it is, dude. It's just lunatic behavior is what it ends up being, dude, for real. And I've just had it. I've just had it, man. It's just a bunch of crazy people taking fucking crazy pills that just want to sit here and divide us and divide us and divide us. Because, of course, you know, what do we have? We have division and you have conquering, dude. You know, it's the old divide and conquer strategy. It fucking has played games like that for decades, dude. They've continued to play these kind of games forever is what it is, man. Because they know the shit works. It's why it's exactly why you have the Democrat Party all the time keep going back to the same old strategy, dude, where it's like, oh, we just need to, you know, gin up the fucking base again. Let's go ahead and throw a bunch of abortion shit out there and stuff like that so they can have something to run on for the midterms, which is exactly what every single one of them has done now, dude. They've all run on baby killing now. And it's like, bro, you're talking about permanently ending human life, for God's sakes. Like, what in the hell is wrong with you? But they're fine with it. They're fine with it, dude, because that's how they fucking live. That's how they fucking believe. They are a bunch of nutcases, dude. They really are. It just blows me away, dude. It really does. It just absolutely blows my mind to watch what this country has gone through in my lifetime, dude. To see the basic fall of society right now, dude, in the last 10, 12 years, give or take. Maybe not even that long, maybe 8 years, maybe 9 years, something like that. And it all goes back to Obama, dude. It really does. Like, that dude was the biggest divider of everybody, man. You know, there's a reason why people call him divider in chief and stuff like that, dude, because he fucking was. And it honestly, like, going back to that time period, dude, I regret every day ever casting a vote for that fucking cocksucker, dude. Because fuck him is what it is, dude. Like, he was, like, seriously, like, Obama was one of the worst presidents in U.S. history. Not the worst president in U.S. history. And Biden is the worst bullshit president in U.S. history, dude. And I say that specifically phrasing that way because, again, there is a lot of fucking shit out there that we can't really talk about. But, you know, if you start looking into things like, I don't know, man, maybe there's a lot of chicanery going on and things like 2,000 Mules, you know. So, but yeah, the entire point is it's like, it's bullshit, dude. Like, you have a dude who, in Biden currently, the motherfucker ain't even there anymore, dude. He is fucking gone in the head. His mind is gone, man. It ain't coming back. And yet they're sitting there propping this son of a bitch up like he's gonna run for re-election. He's not even gonna make it through the fucking term right now, dude, before he gets tossed out of office or 2050 out of office, whatever's gonna be there, dude. He is so far gone medically right now, dude. I'm shocked he hasn't dropped dead on camera, honestly, at this point, man, from natural causes. Where it's just old age and dementia and shit. But God forbid that would actually happen, because then you'd have fucking Kamala. It's like, damn, man, like it would be worse, I think, honestly, with her in fucking charge. I mean, at least with Joe's ass, you know? At least the dude's just saying stupid shit and doing some stupid shit, but like, yeah, Kamala would go like, you know, full dictators would be, dude. I think she's just biding her time at this point, man. I remember seeing a meme a while ago of it was her and him, and he was like in a chair or something like that, and she was like wheeling him off to Never Never Land is what it was. So it was pretty fucked up, actually. Yeah. Just like the last couple years have been, man. I don't know. Like, the political dissidents in this country, though, man. The political discourse, etc., I think it's just gone out the window anymore. You have so many people that just don't get it anymore, dude. They just don't want to see the shit. They just want to sit there and pretend it's not going on when it's totally going on. Pretend everything's fine when it's not fine, and it's like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't see how you can live like that, honestly. It's like there's clearly clearly not everything is okay in Tokyo, man. Come on. Like, just admit that it's not okay, and just we can fucking at least move further along to get it back to square one kind of shit then, you know? Like, don't just sit here and be like, oh no, it's all fine, and everything's fine and dandy, and sunshine and rainbows and all that bullshit. It's like, no, it's not, dude. It's like, no, it's bad shit on the front page, man. Seriously. I was trying to do my best old-timey news reporter guy voice or whatever. Didn't really come off too well, though. But no, seriously, though, man, it's fucking nuts, dude. It's fucking insane. Like, we are experiencing complete and total insanity right now. And, you know, going back full circle in this video today, it goes back to the Daniel Perry Garrett Foster self-defense shooting, dude. Because you have Perry, who was doing nothing wrong that night, defending himself from an armed assailant who he didn't know if they were trying to carjack him. He didn't know if they were going to grab him out and beat him to death or whatever, dude. He sees some dude with a fucking AK. As far as I'm aware, he thought Garrett Foster was a cop initially. And then he realized, like, oh shit, he's not. And that's when he pulled his fucking revolver in self-defense is what it was, dude. That's what happened that night. Verbatim. The cops knew it since 2020, since the day it fucking happened. The fucking ex-prosecutor in Austin, Texas knew it back then too. It's why they did not indict Daniel Perry. Because they knew it was a bullshit indictment, dude. And yet, meanwhile, you got little Soros bitch boy Jose Garza walking along and being all like, oh no, I'll totally prosecute this role, Georgie boy. And he fucking did. And that's why we're having this now, dude. And that's why you're having Daniel Perry be railroaded like that now. It's a bunch of bullshit, dude, entirely. Like I said, I'm fucking done with it, dude. I'm over this shit. Like, enough is enough of this crap, dude. Enough is enough of watching our country fall to the fucking insanity of psychotically insane people is what it is, man. It's time to just take the shit back, dude. It's time. It really is time to just balkanize at this point, honestly, and be done with it. Balkanize. Yeah, it's going to suck for a while for pretty much everybody. But honestly, in the long run, it's going to be way better off for a lot of our children and our children's children and our great-great-grandchildren and stuff like that, dude. Because at least then they'll know, like, hey, grandpappy or great-grandpappy or whoever the hell it was fought for something, dude. They didn't just stand by and take a fucking, knee and shit like that. And we're like, oh no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Let's just watch everything burn down around us. And, oh shit, the beams are coming down. Doris, get the hose. We need some water in here. Seriously, man. Like, that's where we're heading right now in this nation, dude. It's like everybody thinks it's fine and it's not fine. And it's like, at some point we just need to step up and take a stand, dude. Step up, take a stand, and be like, nah, fuck that bullshit, dude. Fuck that bullshit entirely. So, anyway. I don't know anymore, man. Like I said, I think it's gonna get a lot worse before it ever gets better. And unfortunately, with the way things are going now, I don't even know anymore. I don't know if it's gonna get better or not, honestly. Or if it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse until eventually everything snaps. And that's kind of where I see it heading right now. Where it's just gonna be everything just starts to snap pretty soon. And unfortunately, when that happens, the pendulum breaks and everything goes real bad real quick is what it'll be, man. So, I don't know, man. Best advice I can give anybody out there listening to this, though, is, be with your loved ones as much as possible anymore. Hang out with them. Have fun. Do what needs to be done. Keep them safe. Keep yourself safe. And prepare for the worst right now, because that's where we're heading. We are heading for dark times ahead, man. And unfortunately, there might just be that little storm coming, and it might be, just a little storm that we can get through. And if that be the case, and that's all it is, maybe we can get through that. Maybe we can go and do what needs to be done after that, man. But anymore, I don't know, man. I think things are just going to get a lot worse before they ever get better. And unfortunately, when you have people that don't respect our laws, respect our sovereignty as a nation, respect our nation at all, it seems like anymore, all it ends up with is just bad shit then, dude. All you end up with is just a big old fucking shit pie. And I don't know about the rest of you, dude, but I'm pretty sick and tired of eating poop pie anymore. So I want some real pie. Maybe a nice apple pie or something. Something good. I don't know, man. Like I said, like I said, very, very much though. You know, Daniel Perry, he did nothing wrong, dude. He defended himself that night. The cops got it right to begin with. There should have never been anything after that, dude. It should have been, no, this is clear-cut case of self-defense. Garrett Foster was in the wrong. You know, he did criminal shit that night, and he got, is what it was, dude. And there was zero reason for Perry to ever be charged. And he wouldn't have been charged if it wasn't for fucking Garza coming into office, dude. And like I said, the real problem is going to the state of Texas then, when Ken Paxton, this AG of that state, didn't, you know, immediately find out about that whole thing and be like, no, this is fucking bullshit. We're the state is taking this case and we're throwing it out the window is what it is, dude. Because the whole thing is absolute garbage. Like, fuck you, Garza, you're out of office now. That's what should have happened in that entire case, dude. It should have been like, you were out of office for trying to politically persecute somebody, dude, over a self-defense encounter. And that's how that entire case should have ended. Period. End of story, dude. It should have been open and shut that quickly. And the fact that it wasn't is absolute bullshit, dude. Because all it does then is it continues to lead our country towards another time period in history where we are getting worse and worse and worse as a society, to now we are basically at each other's throats to the point of everybody's going to go fucking nuts, dude. To the point that everybody has now decided to take a side and everything and been like, no, I'm going to go this route. No, I'm going to go this route. No, I'm going to go this route. And now everybody's at each other's throats again. And that's the problem right now, dude, is when you have shit like that every time now. And again, it goes back to the divide and conquer strategy. It works. You know, it works a little too well sometimes. And when it does, you know, all you end up with is bad deals, man. Because it ends up with people in a bad situation then. And then you end up in a situation then of pure insanity where up is down, left is right. Dogs are making out with cats and rabbits are fucking ferrets. I don't even know anymore, dude. To be honest with you. That was just my Alex Jones moment for the night, actually, at that point, dude. So anyway, but nah, seriously though, it's just fucked up, dude. Like there was zero reason for Daniel Perry to be charged in the situation, dude. For any of this to ever happen. And the fact that he was, again, just shows the political persecution of our court system, dude. Shows the leftist bias of fucking courts right now, dude. Because they don't give a shit about the actual truth. All they care about is, how can I score political points? How can I do what needs to be done to basically fuck people over, dude, is what it is. And that's exactly what happened to Daniel Perry with Jose Garza, dude. It was, oh, I'm this leftist DA guy. How can I fuck this dude's life over now? And that's exactly what he did now. And it's a bunch of bullshit, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit all the way around. I don't know, man. I think we're definitely heading towards bad times right now. I think we are definitely heading towards a bad time in this country's history, dude. And like I said, I don't really want to be caught in the middle of the shit when it happens, dude. I'd personally much rather just be off in the fucking woods doing my own thing at that point, man. Because honestly, like, when the shit does go down, man, it's going to go down quick. And it's going to be bad. Like, real bad. Like, basically, the entire Jones rant coming to life at that point, bad. And yeah, that's not good, man. That's not good if it goes that route, man. Because then you end up in a situation where, you know, I don't know about the rest of you, man. I don't want to have to eat my neighbors, honestly, is what it is, man. So, and I really don't want my neighbors eating me, is what it is, man. So, you know, seriously. But anyway, I don't know, man. Like I said, though, I think we are definitely headed for dark times ahead in this country. I think we are headed for some very bad things coming sooner rather than later. And I think when it all kicks off, a lot of people are going to see it coming, dude. You're going to see a lot of crazy shit happen in a very quick succession, and you're going to have a lot of people lose their fucking minds in that same quickness because they're not going to understand it, dude. They're not going to be able to comprehend what just happened. And that's a real problem right there, because if you can't comprehend what's about to go down, you're in for a rude awakening when it does. A very, very rude awakening when it does. And yeah, that's just a bad day, man. That's a bad day for a lot of people right there. And unfortunately, that's going to be life for a lot of people for the foreseeable future. I don't know anymore. Like I said, love your family, love your friends, love your kids, love your spouse, and, you know, hang out with your people, man. Hang out with those kinfolk, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you get a chance to, man. And if people try to lock you down, tell them to go fuck themselves, because they are the tyrants in society at that point, and they should be treated as such. And if they're willing to put you under wraps, they're willing to put you down, willing to take you over, they are not your friends, and they are damn sure your enemies, dude. And it's really as simple as that. But yeah, it's definitely time to do what needs to be done right now. And it starts by everybody just coming together and doing what needs to be done, man. Doing what needs to be done. And hopefully, when it's all said and done, it's not going to be an issue anymore, man. And we'll all be able to hopefully live through most of this. And maybe one day we can look back on it and laugh. At least I hope that's the case. It probably won't be, but you never know. You never know, man. Only time will tell. But other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. Like I said, man, you want to fuck around, you want to do stupid shit, dude, like, that's how you get yourself killed. And unfortunately, when you do stuff like that, you end up like Garrett Foster, dude. You know, the fact that he's sitting there basically threatening people on camera about, what was it, 2-3 minutes before his death? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Where he's like, oh, people are too big of a bunch of pussies to do anything because I have this rifle here. And then tried to fucking do something with it. Which, by the way, pretty sure qualifies as a felony stuff at that point. Which, you know, if anything, the rest of the Antifa people there should have been tried with Garrett Foster's murder, because it should have been all them basically being tried with the whole thing of, you know, felony being committed in the commission of a crime, dude. It should have been felony murder rule then, which I'm pretty sure Texas does have. And the fact that it wasn't tried like that is kind of bullshit, honestly, dude, because it fucking should have been. So, anyway. But yeah, like I said, Foster fucked around. He found out, he got, and he got what was coming to him. You know, you want to do stupid shit. You want to fucking be a little asswipe. You want to fucking act like you're all big man because you have a fucking firearm. You're just an idiot, dude. And ironically enough, that's exactly what a lot of these leftists believe, dude. You know, that's exactly what the moms and main action types out there believe. They believe, oh, it's like, oh, you have a firearm because you think you're all big and bad and stuff like that. It's like, no, I have a firearm to protect me when some other crazy motherfucker thinks they're all fucking big and bad is what it is, dude. That's what it is. It's to protect me and my loved ones. And it's that simple. It's not about me trying to be Billy Badass or something like that, dude. It's about me wanting to protect my family, my loved ones, and make sure that nothing bad ever happens to them because some fucking psychotic leftist nut job, just like with that volunteer guy in Florida, tries to beat us to death is what it is, dude, because of our political beliefs and shit, dude. Because that's fucking nuts, dude. What happened to that man in Florida is absolute bullshit, dude, and is the exact fucking reason why you need to carry a firearm, dude. Even if you legally can't, you need to have something, man. Figure something out. I don't care what it is, man. If you can't carry a firearm, carry a knife or some mace or something, dude. Because that's going to be the shit that continues on now, dude. It's going to be that kind of leftist nut jobbery bullshit that continues going in our fucking society, dude, up to election day and probably even beyond now at this point, dude. Because people are fucking insane. They are fucking out of their goddamn minds, dude. And when you have people that want to sit there and continue to placate this bullshit and continue to be like, oh no, but it's perfectly fucking normal for all that stuff to happen. No, it's not. No, it's not, dude. And if you say it is, you're fucked in the head. When you have people being assaulted in the fucking streets because they're trying to canvass for a sitting federal senator, again, how is that not a hate? Like, how is that not some kind of fucking federal crime then, dude? That's what I don't understand. Like, I feel like that should definitely equate to a federal crime at this point, man. Like, there's got to be some kind of statute on the books right now, and if there's not, there needs to be. Because, again, you have a dude being assaulted by a bunch of people who are literally saying, oh, we beat this dude's ass because he wasn't in the wrong fucking neighborhood, basically, is what it was, dude. Like, how fucked up is that, man? That is mega fucked up is what that is, dude. And again, how does that not equate to some kind of a crime, dude? I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. I'm over it. I'm done with it. I don't need to have this shit in my life anymore, dude. I'm just fucking done. I think a lot of other people are anymore too, man. Because we understand, like, it's fucking nuts. Fucking insane, man. Like, you gotta be totally out of your damn mind to think that that shit's perfectly okay right now, dude. To go out there and randomly assault some dude just canvassing. Like, how hard is it to just tell somebody, be like, no, we're not interested, dude, just walk away? Like, that'd be that simple, dude. If somebody tries knocking your door, be like, oh, would you like to talk about Senator Marco Rubio, or whatever the case be? It's like, no, we're not interested, we're voting for the other guy. Like, it's not that hard, dude. It's that simple, honestly. It's quite literally that simple. You just tell them, nope, we're voting for the other guy. And they walk away, and you walk away. And everybody walks away alive. It's not, hey, let's beat the fucking shit out of somebody. Like, fuck, man. Like I said, it's just, it really bothers me. It really gets to me, man. It really does. Because, like I said, same exact thing with the Daniel Perry, Garrett Foster situation there, dude. All they had to do, all those little fuckers in the Antifa and BLM had to do that night in 2020 was just simply clear a path. A man is trying to drive down a fucking street that his tax dollars paid for, and your dumbasses are illegally blocking traffic. Get out of the fucking way. Let traffic proceed through. If you want to continue on your little dumbass bullshit after that, dude, go ahead. Honestly, I feel like, truthfully, the cops themselves should be held accountable for that one because they were allowing that crap to go on, dude. And it's the same kind of bullshit we've seen in a lot of these major cities, dude, where you have, you know, Antifa and BLM blocking traffic. And it's like, bro, do your fucking job as a cop or don't have one anymore is what it is, dude, for real. It's bullshit, dude. It's absolute fucking garbage. Zero reason. Zero fucking reason for that shit to have happening that night, dude. Again, not that hard to declare an unlawful assembly, people. Simple. You are in the commission of an unlawful assembly. You have 5 minutes to disperse or you will be arrested. Seems pretty fucking cut and dry, dude. And that's the real problem right now. It's people not wanting to take that stand as law enforcement in this country, dude, and being like, hey, get the fuck out of here, you're going to get arrested. Like, again, take a stance. No, instead it's going to be a bunch of bitch ass cops that are like, we stand with you guys. Because you're a fucking idiot, dude. That actually happened too, by the way. There's a video of that out there from the 2020 riots and stuff like that, where it was during the daytime. You had some moron fucking. I'm trying to even think what that guy was now. He was a I forget what kind of cop he was. If he was like a sheriff or if he was like a fucking. He was probably a sheriff's deputy. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Although he may have just been like a random cop or whatever for the city of like one of those Minnesota cities or whatever it was, dude. And he's like, yeah, we stand with you guys. Like, we'll take a knee with you, BLM and Antifa. And then wonders why fucking shit like this happens. It's like, it's really not that hard to figure out there, buddy. It's because you literally sided with the terrorist, dude. It's like the old, what's that one game? Where it's like, terrorist win kind of thing. I forget what that was called. It was one of those like first person shooter games or something like that back in the day. But yeah, like that's pretty much what it feels like, honestly, dude. Like if you're not going to do your job and enforce the laws, what it is doing, the people are blocking traffic or doing other kinds of, like small misdemeanor crimes and stuff like that. Like what the hell's the point of even having cops then? But anyway, yeah, it's very fucking frustrating, dude. And that's kind of where I'm at right now with the whole situation. It's just pure frustration because again, it's one of these situations that didn't need to happen, man. You didn't need to have a bunch of idiots out there doing stupid shit. And if they hadn't been doing stupid shit, they'd still be alive today. Garrett Foster fucked around and found out. And so did everybody else in 2020, dude. Joseph Rosenbaum did the same thing with Rittenhouse, found out very quickly. Anthony Hoover did the same thing with Kyle Rittenhouse, found out very quickly. Gage Grosskreutz did the same thing with Kyle Rittenhouse and is now missing one of his biceps forever. There's a lot of people that were murdered during 2020, by the way, dude. And it wasn't just from those self-defense encounters either. Officer David Doran's murderer is finally going to prison now for hopefully the rest of his fucking life. For killing that ex-police officer over a fucking TV, dude. Because that's what a human life is worth in this country, dude, in the past couple of years. Oh, let's go steal a fucking TV from some random ass place. Oh, this, cop tries to stop us. Or ex-cop, whatever David Doran was at the time. I forget exactly what it was. It might have been like retired police or whatever it was, dude. And yeah, they blew his fucking brains out, dude. For a fucking TV. It boggles the mind, dude. It really does. Just the brazen mentality of some of these fucking people, man. And it's like, what's the point anymore, dude? Honestly, at this point, I'm just saying it like it is, dude. Let the chips fall where they may anymore, dude. Let's just do this shit already. Do it while I'm fucking young enough. And I can actually be part of it. And I'm not some old, decrepit man in a wheelchair or something like that, dude. And let's just get it over with already. Honestly, I feel like our society would be a lot better off after the fact, dude. But unfortunately, we keep just kicking this can down the road, and politicians keep wanting to kick the can down the road and everything else like that. And then eventually we end up in a situation where it's like, well, fuck me, man. Here we go again. I don't know anymore, man. Like I said, I think we're just in a bad situation right now. Across the board. And I don't know what can be done to fix it. I really don't. Outside of like, a lot of crazy shit happening, basically, is what it would be. And by that, I mean, like, I don't even know anymore, man. Fucking. Well, actually, I guess technically I do know. It's basically balkanization at that point. Just be people finally having enough and being like, no, we're just going to secede from this fucking country and we're going to go form our own damn nation, is what it is. And fuck y'all, man. Now, granted, is that going to work out? I don't know, man. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I think there's enough people that want a peaceful divorce at this point that would maybe just be like, all right, fuck it, let them have it. And some of them, maybe they'll come with us. Maybe they won't come with us. Others would stay under whatever the hell we want to call this right now that we're going through with Biden's bullshit administration. And the rest of them would just be like, all right, fuck it. So, anyway, that's pretty much where we're at for today. There's not really much more I want to talk about other than the fact that, it's just sad. It's sad to see just how quickly this country has started to fall in Democrat regimes. And it's really as simple as that. We might talk more about the Daniel Perry, Garrett Foster thing on Friday with the panel. If there's anybody that comes into our panel and stuff like that for the 2A cast, I don't know. It all depends. Other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. I haven't eaten most of the day, so I'm actually going to make some food here in a few minutes. And, get some food in my stomach. And then hopefully I'll feel somewhat better after that then, because I've almost been sort of like pseudo fasting lately, where it's like I'm not really eating as much anymore. And I don't know if that's good for my system or not, but I mean, it actually has worked out a little bit. I've seemed to have lost a little bit of weight, but then again, it's situation of like, I don't know. Maybe I just need to stop eating like bigger meals anymore and just eat like a lot smaller meals and stuff like that. So either way, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. I'll be back at some point. Like I said, probably, if nothing else, for sure on Friday. I don't know if I'll be doing anything before that or not, though. But yeah, we'll be doing the 2A cast then. We might be doing like another grandstand or something here in the next day or so, though. We still have another probably like 4 hours or so on this account, so I have enough time where I could basically fuck around then, and then have a little bit extra time then after that. Then is what it would be. So, but yeah. Other than that, free Daniel Perry, I guess, is the best way to leave this off with, because that man does not belong in prison right now. He defended himself from a fucking terrorist in this country, a man who probably should have never been armed to begin with. And yeah, he did what he needed to do to defend himself, dude. He felt like he was in love with the situation. From everything that, surrounds this case, it seems like that is the case. And hopefully a jury will see that. And hopefully it won't be some fucking bullshit leftist jury that's going to try to railroad this man, because if they do, bro, it needs to be taken to higher courts. It needs to be taken to higher courts 100%, because it's bullshit. It's bullshit if they try to railroad Perry like that. And yeah, Daniel deserves to be a free man right now, dude. He should have never been arrested to begin with. He should have never been facing these charges to begin with. And it's a bunch of BS of our fucking court systems and the shitty fucking bought and paid for motherfuckers in them is what it is. And it's really as simple as that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all in the next one.